Hello. How are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you. Scooter, my dude, I'm getting some snacks. You got to get your snacks out. You got to get your snacks out. Let's see here. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go.
What's going on?
Yes, Brothers Grimm. How's it going, man?
Not bad. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing good now. It's been hectic. It's been a hectic
Hey,
day. Hey,
I want to do a quick announcement. Scooter has a video going up in a little bit after our stream. He wanted to give us a little courtesy and wait until after we were done.
well, shoot. Thank you very much, Scooter. You know, of all the people we've met, my brother, in the last, I don't know, throughout these years, I gotta say, Scooter Beggins, he's a solid dude. He's one of the best people we've come across, for sure. Him and Random, I mean, everybody. This community's we're strong as fuck. I mean, we have a solid group of people on this thing.
I'd have to agree. I was a little disappointed that when we were in Covington, we gave him an hour to come down and see us at the Walmart, and he
Yeah,
waited until we left
I know.
to show up. So I'm beginning to think that maybe he saw the camper and he was parked off into the distance and waited until he saw the camper leave for him to roll around with his little, oh, I showed up and they weren't here.
You know what? I didn't put two and two together because when we were on that stream with him, he actually said you guys did go to my job, and I didn't put two and two together. But that motherfucker, he freaking works at Walmart. Right? Is that what was going on there?
Yeah, he works. He's a cherry picker there.
No, I think he's a greeter.
If that was a
He's a
greeter, they'd
greeter.
be losing business. They'd be losing business. Hi, welcome to Walmart.
Yeah,
Oh, go.
yeah. Oh my god, that's so funny. What's he doing? What do you think he's doing there? What do you like? Seriously, what do you think he's doing there?
He's probably doing overnight stocking or fulfillment orders. I
Yeah,
mean, I wouldn't put him near customers. I mean, I really wouldn't.
no,
I'd be afraid I'm going to get boogers all over it or something.
that's what I'm saying. And hang on a second. Let me cash out real quick.
Hey, order, solid, scooter, cricket, rainbow. Hey, make sure when next time you get to a laptop bro, you get rainbow wrenched up.
You got it. Yeah. Hello, everybody.
So
Thanks for being
while
here.
you're doing that, let me touch base on what's happened. So in the last couple of days, obviously my brother and I met up in Covington, and we were handing out flyers at a Walmart. Actually, I think we did almost a whole ream, which is about 500 sheets, right? About that, give or take. And at the same time, as luck would have it, as my brother and I are meeting up, we hadn't seen each other in years. Who should go live with an open panel but none other than Cecil? It was like fate, like it was meant to be. It was meant to be the day the two brothers got together in Covington, Kentucky, that Cecil would have an open panel live stream. Now, Cecil doesn't handle truth very well, which is why he kept kicking random news off. And if anybody's the most honest on this platform covering him, it's Random, because Random covers exactly the words that come out of his mouth and then adds his own opinion on those words, holding Cecil accountable for everything and anything that he's done. And Cecil doesn't like that because Cecil conveniently forgets that his words are forever on social media. Now, his way of thinking is, well, if it's not on my channel, it's not my video. That's not how life works, Cecil. You made the video. You knew it was a horrible thing, and that's why you either delete the video, hide the video, or pretend like it's altered in some way or fashion, like we're some kind of movie executives creating some masterful video complex of yourself, like as if you were worth that time.
Yeah, I mean, he's even come out with like he's almost admitted to more and more guilt regarding the confession video over these last couple days. You know, he's sideways admitting to it now, but then he'll go back and
Yeah,
he'll
yeah. Let's count the ways for 7 years, brother. Seven
let's do it.
years. First the video was altered. Then the video's not altered, but he has a sleeping disorder. Then the video's not altered, but it's the girl's fault because they were coming on to him, and what was he supposed to do when two hot girls to him, because they weren't Twinkies or anything, what are you supposed to do but give in to the lust? Back to the video was altered again. Back to the video was so altered that everything in that video is made up of a bunch of other things he's done in other videos to complete that one video. Back
Yeah,
to he lied on that video, and none of it was true because he wanted to fit in. Back to recently with our panel that we had with him on his own channel, where if that did happen, he doesn't remember it, but clearly something happened because even his girlfriend says clearly something happened. But why it happened and how it happened is unknown.
right. Yeah, and then like if there's there's even more things that he said, but like something that's coming to my mind right now is he even said today, well, the victims aren't going to come forward because they're too embarrassed because of the trolls. And I'm thinking to myself, no, you fucking idiot. They're pissed off because you've been victim blaming them for 7 years. You've been calling it their fault for 7 years. Of course, they're furious about this shit. You know, he's
Do you remember
so
that
he's so
mother? Do
deluded.
you remember? Do you remember that mother that came up to us at Walmart from the? She was on the Covington Facebook group. She said,
Yes.
and I quote, "I've seen this guy in Newport on children's playgrounds with guns on his hip, metal detecting while kids are playing in the background." And
Oh
she
yeah.
actually took her kids and put them in the car and went home instead of reporting it because she didn't know any better. But now she does. But she's
Oh
actually
yeah.
seen this guy in Newport, Kentucky, metal detecting with guns on him in children's playgrounds, which under Kentucky law is illegal.
Yeah. I was surprised of how many different local businesses we stopped in that they were cool with us putting those flyers up in their window after we explained to them. And I swear, a couple of those people, brother, we have seen them before. Like we ran into some of the same people from our trip we took. What was that? About a year, almost 2 years ago now. The
Yeah,
last time
yeah.
that we were down there, I mean, we ran into some of the same people, and yeah, they're getting more and more familiar with him. The story has gone local. Believe me, regardless what Cecil says, maybe he don't even know. But
Oh, he senses that there's more and more people following him. I don't think he meant on social media. I think he means in real life, which would make sense because there are more people aware of him. Remember how he says he has all these good relationships with his neighbors, but yet recently we had lunch with one of them. They still don't like him.
no,
They think
no,
he's very creepy.
no. And matter of fact, that one neighbor reaches out to us. You know, we don't even have to get a hold of him anymore. He gives me, and I know he gives you too, updates weekly.
Yeah,
You know,
coming and goings. There was a time where he was home for 4 days in a row when he was claiming
yeah,
he was working all these hours, and then when we called him on it, he came live. It's like, well, I have 4 days off and I work 3 days a week. Okay, well
that's
that
the
sounds
thing.
like a temp agency. Sounds like a temp agency to me.
Yep, yep, yep. That's the thing. He doesn't. You and me, we might not physically be there every day, but we have eyeballs all over Covington at this point.
Oh yeah,
And
oh yeah,
and I'm not too far from there at the moment because we were just down there, and
yep.
I heard Cecil say that he was going to break my jaw and this and that,
He
and
he
it
wants to
didn't.
put
It
some
didn't.
boxing gloves on, brother. He wants to put some boxing gloves on and box you. That dude
Well,
gets
I think
tired walking down a flight of stairs.
I know, I know. Well, it's been stewing in the back of my mind for this last week, and I got to go back down that way anyway. So listen, I'm going to spend 2 hours. I know you're not going to be able to make this trip, but I'm going to spend 2 hours down there. I'm gonna live stream the whole thing, and I'm going to give him an opportunity. I am going to walk up to him. I don't know what he's going to do. He might try to shoot me. I think he's going to be gunning for me because when he did go to Walmart when we were there that day, I think he was going there to shoot at us. I'm pretty
I
damn
think so
sure.
too. Which, again, why would he wait until we leave? I mean, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah, he was gunning for us. He was gunning
It's
for us.
insane. It's insane. I
I
mean,
know.
I'm always strapped. I mean, I don't show my weapons like it's an extension of my penis because I'm, comfortable
Yeah,
in my own sexuality. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, I carry a 40 caliber. You've seen it. I mean, that'll put a
I
big
do.
hole in you.
Brother,
So I mean,
we've been carrying a lot longer than Cecil has. It's just we don't promote it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and then there's like when his girlfriend hopped on his panel. Well, we wasn't really on his panel, but in the background, she was agreeing with us 90% of the time.
She's on our side. She doesn't want to admit it yet because she still relies on Cecil's little bit of money he brings in weekly or whatever it is. But believe me when I tell you, she is edging towards our way. She will be on our panels before you know it. And
Speaking of
I also
speaking of channels, so he claims he accidentally reactivated his channel by uploading a video. First of all, if a channel is deactivated, you can't upload a video until you've reactivated the channel. That's the first thing. The second thing is it takes four steps to reactivate a channel. So you basically purposefully reactivated the channel that you claimed you deleted, which you did not. In the same stream, you claim you deleted the channel, and then in the same stream, 10 minutes later, you claim you hid the channel, and that it actually accidentally reactivated when you uploaded your gun video to it, which, by the way, was
so
full of flaws and false information.
that's right. So wait a minute. Are you telling me that he lied about that? That he purposely turned his channel back on?
You have to see when I turned my channel off or deactivated it, it requires a few clicks, and when you reactivate it, it requires 4 clicks. One of which gets emailed to you. So you have to physically go into your email, open your email, click the link, and verify that you actually do want to reactivate your channel. So there's
Yeah. So
there's
they
no
set it up.
accidental way of doing it.
Bingo. Bingo.
So, but that's classic Cecil. Like Cecil doesn't
That's
know how to do anything but lie.
Why would you even lie about something like that? Well, who gives a shit if he turned his channel back on? You know what I'm saying? Like, why lie about these little insignificant things, like the bathtub stream where the water was running, where clearly
Yeah,
everybody could hear the water running, but he chooses to lie about these things.
he works. Let me tell you where he really works. Okay, he works for Amazon Fulfillment. Okay, and he runs the cherry picker, one of many people that run a cherry picker for
Yeah.
Amazon, and they help get the orders fulfilled for shipment. Okay,
Okay.
and that's about all he's good at because his reading comprehension and writing level are maybe sixth grade, seventh grade tops.
For sure.
Uh, he's constantly going out and smoking. Eventually, Amazon's going to, and he's getting this job through a temp agency. So what happens with temp agencies is you sign up and you download their app, and every day around 9 o'clock they send you jobs for the following day, and you can either take the job and do it, or you can pass. Which is why sometimes there's days that he's not working at all. It's because he's refused to go to work. He hasn't accepted the job. And the great thing about temp agencies and the reason why he does it is because you get paid daily. So you can go and cash out at the end of your shift and get your money cash right in your hand. The
That's the
other
perfect
job he
job for
has,
somebody like that. Of
yeah,
course he
yeah,
likes it.
because he's undependable. He's
Yeah.
shady, sneaky. He's constantly sniffing. I've seen people with allergies that it's not a 24/7 thing for people with allergies.
No,
There's times when
no.
you're not having the issues with your nasal passage. That's from drug use. That's from snorting.
Yes, 100%. He has
Uh,
a deviated
many
septum.
many rehabilitated drug users have verified that that is a real effect from long term sniffing. And based on our interview with Logan, it makes sense because he's confirmed that he's done it too. So
And if I
there you
could
go.
say, if I could just say really quick, that's another thing that Cecil is. He's masquerading. He's pretending. He's posing to be a person in recovery. People in recovery, me myself speaking as a person in recovery of 9 years, we take that shit very seriously. And for somebody like Cecil to be exploiting, uh, respectable people that actually work hard at their recovery. Once again, uh, he's being a tourist in another community, and it's what he does. It's what he does. He
Yep.
attaches himself to these communities without having any knowledge or any history in these things. He doesn't put the footwork in. He wants all the credit, but not. He doesn't want to do any of the footwork.
Funny you should mention that, Caparo. He's actually he's actually talked about in a stream about where all the male prostitutes are and where they hang out and how much they charge. I found that very odd for a straight man to know that information. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He knows a lot of weird facts, like where the pedophiles live. He must know where every pedophile lives in his neighborhood, and there's a lot of them.
Uh, Speaking of pedophiles, let's address that real quick. He states, as did his girlfriend, if they're so against child molesters, why don't they go after the pedophiles that are living down the road from us? Because they're registered pedophiles. Do you understand what the term registered means? Registered pedophiles means they've been through a court of law, they've been found guilty, and they've been charged, and they've done a punishment, and as that punishment, they also have to be on the registry. Why would I go after somebody who I already know is registered and paid a penance? Everybody that knows how to use a registry knows how to find out where those people are. You, on the other hand, Cecil, have not been charged yet because your victims have not come forward. But you have admitted to being one. Therefore, that's why we stay on your fucking neck. Which is hard to tell if it's your neck or your face because they're about the same size.
He still claims to say that we don't have any evidence. It's like, dude, we have a full length confession, multiple confessions of him. I mean, we got the golden ticket to get him on the registry when the time does come and the victims
Oh
do
yeah,
come
yeah.
forward. They will come forward.
You're a dumb gun. You're a dumb gun owner, Cecil. You don't know shit about weapons. You don't know shit about ammo selection, like which ammo you use for practice and which ammos you use for defense. You have no concept of that without googling it. You're full of shit when you're talking about guns. You're
Yep.
full of shit when it comes to the maintenance of guns. Because I remember the stream where you showed your barrel. It looked like your barrel hadn't been fucking cleaned in God knows how long. You keep firing through that, you're gonna eventually shoot yourself because it's gonna backfire on you.
I like when he racks his slide back and forth a million miles an hour. It's like, what the fuck is he doing?
So now Cecil has another channel, which we already knew about, where he turns off the comments and turns off the ability to chat because Cecil's doing what he's been born to do, which is talking to himself because that's what he does.
Yep.
You don't need your chat turned on or off for what you do, Cecil, because you pretty much block anybody that disagrees with you and you salute the people that kiss your ass when they're trolling you. And they're trolling you to get you to talk to them so that you don't block them. And you still haven't figured any of that shit out. I don't need you to have a live chat or even an ability to leave a comment on your channel to talk about you and get you triggered. I can do it by just speaking facts with my brother on his channel, or following some of the other people who are on to the bullshit that you're on now, which is like Kapara and uh, Scooter Beggins and several other channels. And here's the thing, Cecil, it's not just 100 of us anymore. There's thousands now. Thousands of people are made aware of who and what you are. And a
That's right.
lot of these people live in or around Kentucky.
That's right. Yeah, that last live that we did really shook him up. It took him a few days to, to finish processing everything that had happened. I think Hetty
Oh,
beat
yeah.
that ass after they got off live.
We definitely outmaneuvered him for sure. We
Oh
outmaneuvered
man.
him and outplayed him 100%. And rightfully so, too. Like, he's sitting there thinking that that he got like he was convincing me of being on his side. Little did he know I was waiting for my brother to show up at Walmart so we could finish handing out the flyers. Which, by the way, was proven live by his girlfriend, according to the police, not
Yeah,
illegal.
we got a live. We had a live uh, call to the police department by Hetty, and when Cecil was, he continued to stream, or yeah, he continued to stream after he hung up on me, and Hetty didn't think that he was streaming anymore, and she told him, they're right, they're right, they're not doing anything illegal, I mean, there you go. I mean that, but yet again, Cecil still doesn't think that that the cops are telling the truth to him. He's like, no, no, they're not. They're slandering me, all this shit.
Yeah, yeah. Which, if he truly did have a lawsuit, which we know he doesn't, the lawyer will basically tell him the same thing. We're showing his videos,
Yeah.
we're linking his videos, and people can make up their own minds. We know that they'll pass inspection for digital footprint as his videos.
I I have a feeling that the police are going to get involved when I do locate him. I just got a feeling. I have a feeling that he's gonna freak out. I know they're gonna call the police, but I mean, even if I'm on public property, they're not going to be able to do anything to me. I'm not. I'm not going to.
You can be on sidewalks.
Yeah.
You can be walking down the road with a bullhorn.
Yeah.
You can be at public places that are open to communities, like community parks, uh, government municipality buildings, uh, White Castle, picking up a coffee.
Yeah.
I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe picket sign. I might steal some tactics from the Cyrex verse. I don't know. I might try a picket sign, and uh, I'm just gonna get him to come confront me, and then I'm gonna record him. I'm gonna ask him a bunch of questions, and it really, it can go one of two ways. And to be honest, Cecil, if you're listening to this, I was never gonna come back. I really was hoping, and I believed you. I believed you that you were gone. You deleted your channel. You said you deleted your channel, and it wasn't even 48 hours you were back. It wasn't even 24 hours and you were back. If you
It
would have
wasn't
stayed
even six
away, I
hours.
would have disappeared. Go metal
Yeah, don't
detecting.
forget. Yeah, don't forget the 18 sugars on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
18
thanks,
sugars on the side.
Cricket.
And that's another
Yeah.
thing. It's illegal to carry firearms at a children's playground.
Yes, very.
You can't do that. He doesn't have a permit to do that.
Nope. That'll be his next thing now. Now he'll try to get a concealed carry permit.
Yeah. Well,
Good luck
that's
with
that's
that
the
one.
thing. Nobody's going to give him one of those. He has to earn that. And Cecil isn't about earning shit. He's not going to go to the classes and complete that. He couldn't even qualify with his weapon. Guarantee you.
If he failed, it'd be the instructor's fault because they didn't teach him right.
Exactly. He was trolling him.
Everything in Cecil's life has never been Cecil's fault. It's the girls,
Right.
it's his mom, it's his dad, it's his sister, it's his brother, it's Logan, it's Logan's girlfriend, it's me, it's you, it's Steve-O. It's all because all of these people hate Steve Huff.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You know, brother, you know I've been talking to Intense on Facebook. I told
Yes,
you I told you
yes,
about this.
yeah.
Well, I have all the messages saved. I know I brought this up before and I was wondering if I was going to bring his name up, but it's not a big deal. But I've been talking to him, but he doesn't know, he's still not on board with doing a stream with us, but I've been sharing with him uh certain videos, old videos, newer videos. That's why you guys see me posting a lot of older stuff on my community page lately. It's because I've been going back through and putting together a little list for him, and he's been watching them. He's been talking to me about it. But I'm hoping that we can do something with that one day. But he's on board. I mean, he's somebody that grew up with Cecil. He knows about all this shit too. And he knows Cecil's victims.
Here's what I would say, recommendation wise, if you do go back without me, because I mean I prefer you go with me because between the two of us we can keep each other safe. Don't go to where he is. Go somewhere else.
Okay.
Live stream it because if he shows up and does anything with his weapon, he cannot claim self defense, imminent threat, or anything like that because he came to you.
Yes. I mean,
So
I'm not going to
that
be
covers
violent.
you.
I would never
I know
go
you're
down
not.
there.
I know you. I know you. But we also know him. He is looking for a reason to use his gun on a human being. He
Thank you,
wants to
Shandy.
feel empowered.
Yeah, I
Everything
know.
about that weapon is a sexual extension of him.
He wants to penetrate me.
Exactly. He is. He uses and sees that weapon as an extension of his sexuality because he is
Yeah.
insecure.
Well, the barrel length's probably pretty accurate because what is that, like a 2.5-inch barrel?
Yeah, about that. Maybe 3 inches.
I think it is three. I'm
And
pretty sure it's three.
and here's the thing about that. You ever notice whenever the gun comes into frame, he's always moving it to the front, just next to his crotch.
Oh yeah.
Now, as a former interrogator, when we are observing militants or militias or terrorists, whether through camera or live interaction, we look for minute mannerisms. And these are things that people do without realizing they're doing them. Some people call them micro expressions or micro movements.
He has
And
a
they're
micro
telltale
penis.
signs. Yeah. And he has so many tells of how inferior he is to alpha men that he so desperately wants to be an alpha
Yeah.
when all he is below a beta. Even a beta is more man than him. So the gun is an extension of his ability to promote his what he perceives to be strength.
Yeah.
Where most
Well said.
alphas, their strength is in their intelligence. They're not just the physical, body. Which, by the way, we showed ourselves on camera. Neither of us are fat, overweight men.
Yeah.
We're well-built men, where our body structure matches the rest of us.
Yeah.
Um, so that already makes him feel inferior to us,
Yeah. He's
which is
emaciated.
which is why he waited until we left to show up.
Right.
Which again, he showed up to us. We didn't show up to him. He came to us. He went out of his way by about 45 minutes to an hour. Who waited 2 hours when we said we were going to be there for another 60 minutes. He planned it so that he knew we wouldn't be there, so that he'd go, look, see, they're not here, they ran.
Yeah, we
No,
ran.
we did our job.
That's
We
it.
said we were there to talk to people. We were there to meet people from Facebook, the Covington, Kentucky group.
Yeah.
We handed out flyers, and we gave a dozen or so to some of the members so that they could put them up in their neighborhoods. And at 60-minute mark, we said our goodbyes, and we went and continued our journeys. Mine took me through Montana, and yours took you back to where you are.
Basically, we set up a series of goals, and we reached all of those objectives while we were there, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
Minus him
yeah, we did
coming
everything
there,
right.
but you know,
Yeah, we did everything right. Cecil is a constant letdown, but not to me, and not to you, not
right?
to any of the members of the group. He's a letdown to existence. His very existence is a letdown.
Just ask his kids.
You mean the ones he doesn't take care of and has nothing to do with?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
And then there's this. I'm going to issue a new challenge to Cecil today. Get in your car with your family and take a 1,000-mile journey. Pick a direction. Go 1,000 miles and camp. That's it. Don't stream it. Just do it. Because at the end of the day, that's what's supposed to be more important.
That's right.
Remember, I would give it up for you if you asked. She asked you to stop. So you lied, fake deleted your channel, and went to another channel to say, I deleted my channel, but you didn't. And
But he
then you've
didn't.
completed more streams after that, continuing to address people because you have an inability to shut your cock holster.
Yeah. Yeah. He basically sold his wife out for 30 views. You know what I mean? When he showed her chest.
Thank you, Rainbow. Yeah. What kind of a man shows his woman's nude on a live stream? But we're not supposed to be concerned that the sleep humper has a child the same age of the people that he's molested with no door.
But there's
Seems legit.
something ain't right there either though, because she defends him, and even when we were kind of standing up for her and we were like, yeah, you need to get off YouTube and be a better husband. Even she was like, no, he fucking doesn't, and started chimping out. But there's just certain things about her too. She's prone to date child molesters and is still married to a child molester, not Cecil, another
Yep.
one.
The one that's in
The
jail.
one that's in jail. If anybody gains from this situation, I really pray that it's his daughter, because she's the innocent person in this whole thing. Even Rosie, who I didn't know what to think of her, to be honest, but now in these last few months, I'm hearing that she was showering with the victims, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck?
Oh,
This
yes.
is
Random made a good point. Why
yeah, the
did
dick
he
pics.
sell?
That's Thank
Why
you.
did he sell his dick pics? Because they were hard up for pills.
Yep.
Hmm. And that's
Yep.
somebody in recovery, allegedly.
Yeah. So that tells me pretty much everything I need to know right there. She's not with him because she loves him. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's
Maybe
probably
he's
a
her
convenience
supplier.
thing.
I don't know. Say again.
It's probably some people are in relationships as a convenience.
Yeah, it could be.
They can't get married because she's still legally married to the first convicted pedophile. So that's why they're not legally married.
I mean, do you ever really see them like embracing or like acting like a
Nope.
couple? You know what I mean?
Nope.
Maybe they're
Nope.
brother and sister.
Hey, he brings her flowers and writes her love songs every day.
Oh, bullshit.
Of all the music, have we ever heard Cecil do a love song to his wife?
Maybe they're brother and sister, dude. Think about
Could
his
be.
family.
Maybe she's really rosy.
They kind of look alike, dude. I'm just saying, think about this. He slept with his brother or his brother's old lady, and
At the same
they share
time.
kids. They share
At the
kids
same
together.
time. That whole family is fucking deranged.
Is now
His
normally I know
uncle.
state of
Ugh.
disorder. I know what you're saying, state, and I agree with you. But think about this. It's not too far fetched to think they could be brother and sister. I'm just putting that out
It
there,
could be.
or at least cousins.
That's a good point, Random. And Random, you did a really good job on the panel.
Yes, you did.
Don't think your truth didn't get told, because it did. We knew exactly how you were doing it. I played it a little differently because I didn't want to get him kicked off right away, and it worked out well. I think between the three of us, we really held him accountable for the things he said. And now he didn't deny that video, the confession video, when I was on a panel with him. Keep that in mind,
Right.
folks. He still to this day doesn't know why he made that video.
Right.
Do you mean the video you claimed was fake? Hmm. Interesting.
Exactly. I kind of liked I liked how Random approached it too, brother, because Random wasn't bringing up the stuff I was bringing up, and you brought up different things. I brought up, I guess, the most obvious points, but Random was really digging deep with his questions, and that's
With the
why
Kanika
I think
Jenkins,
say again.
with the Kanika Jenkins stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, he was wanting to know, why are you getting so mad, Cecil? Because if these people are calling you this, but you're calling these people that, why are you getting so upset? It was good. They're great questions.
He talks so much about slander, but he's called all of us pedophiles.
Yep.
He's called all of us unhappily married in shitty relationships with horrible treatment to our children, which you've met mine already. Uh,
Oh,
Horrible treatment to our families. We don't treat them with respect. He said I walk all over my wife and boss my wife around, which she debunked right in front of him. Um, he claims that Kanika was murdered by somebody who's been cleared because a ghost told. Well, now he's saying it's because it was his opinion. No, you said it as fact. You said as fact that you, as a psychic, spelled incorrectly. By the way, you still can't spell for shit. You psychically connected with a ghost that told you that her friend killed her and that her organs were removed
yeah,
when all the evidence shows otherwise.
that's right.
Just like you saw that dude that murdered his girlfriend at your White Castle drive-through, but he had been dead and rotting for 7 days. You're like those 1-900 psychics. You're wrong 99% of the time, but you still want people to pay you.
Like Miss Cleo,
Yeah, Miss Cleo. Where's she now?
Miss Cle-
Prison.
Miss CeeLo, Mr. CeeLo. I don't know. Yeah, she's in prison,
Dude,
ain't
that's
she?
what we. No, that's what we gotta call him. Scooter, get this down. Miss Miss CeeLo.
Miss
Oh
CeeLo.
my God.
Yeah, but
That his
so you.
most viewed video, which she agreed, putting a kid on the channel that's not his kid, talking about sex crimes that neither of the children were alive for when he committed, are the ones debunking his own confession video.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's been going back at Logan lately. Uh, that really pisses him off because he knows Logan knows the truth about him.
Logan's a good kid.
He's a great kid,
Yes, we had his parents' permission.
and we
Parent.
did. And I actually have it. I actually have it on my phone.
So yes, we did the correct thing, Cecil. The thing that you didn't do, because I
No.
guarantee you, any good fearing, good parenting parents out there, If you went to them and said, "Hey, I'm being accused for 7 years of molesting kids because of a video where I said I molested kids, and I want your kid to claim I'm not a creep on my video. Is that okay?" I'll tell you what they're going to tell you. They're going to take their kid back and be like, "Don't ever fucking come around here again."
Yep.
Because if you came to me and I didn't know shit about you and you told me that story and you wanted to put my kid on a video, you'd be lucky if you walk out of there and not fucking crawl.
I don't think Logan's not in here tonight, is he?
I didn't see him. He did a
I had
video reviewing one of Cecil's videos the other day, though.
Yeah, I saw that. I just had a question I wanted to ask him about a story that I forgot to mention when we were streaming with him about a underage girl that you used to live with Cecil, and he kind of shared
Oh,
some shocking.
the one that he hid from his girlfriend for a while.
I think it was, and she ended up showing up with a big cigarette burn across her forehead one day, and
Yeah,
I wanted to ask about that.
yeah. Cecil, you're a joke. You're a waste of skin and water.
Hmm.
And if I was gonna call CPS directly on you, I would tell you in advance, just because that's the
Yeah,
type of guy I am. I
yeah.
called an investigative unit to have a health and welfare done on you because I don't think you're a healthy or a well person. I think you're mentally deranged. I think you need to be committed to a mental ward. For you to think that you can say these things and make these videos, 297 videos relating to disgusting things about children, admitting to things that you've done to children, and then trying to backpedal it by talking about other people's children. Yeah, you need a fucking health and welfare check on you. What they did with that investigation was out of my hands after that. There you go.
I did a little bit of research in the Kentucky court system, and they actually have an option for people like Cecil that are mentally unstable that have touched children. There is an option for through the law to have him chemically castrated, and that's what I'm going to push for.
I don't know how he's not already when he looks in the mirror and that thing's sticking back at himself.
Yeah, it's just a drink.
Remember,
They give him a drink. Yeah.
you remember Golem from Lord of the Rings?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's Cecil.
That is Cecil. Yeah.
But that's all I really have. I just wanted to make my point across.
No, this is great. I
You
want
know,
to watch
he's
Scooter's video. I don't want to
yeah,
push him back too much.
yeah. But I appreciate you putting this together real quick. And like I said,
Oh, you too.
I'll be back in Kentucky in a couple of weeks, and we'll get
Random
together.
says I just found some shit on TikTok over his daughter's page because he knew young people online bragging about not being charged. Hmm.
Oh yeah, random. I'm not sure you know this, but there was a time that he logged into his daughter's YouTube channel to sub up to adult themed sexually oriented channels while claiming it was his daughter's channel, but this was C Love logging in to give them a sub for a sub. Why would you? Why would you? One, why would you sub your daughter's channel to something like that? And two, why would you want those channels subbing to your daughter? Again, not the normal behavior of a good father. You're not a good father. You're not a good man.
No,
You're not a good husband.
you're not a good person. Yeah. Nope. This was great, brother. I'm gonna when I go down there, I'll let you know. I'm even thinking maybe just going to the White Castle, but we'll talk. We'll talk on the phone, and we'll get a game
No
plan
reason why
set.
we can't hang out at White Castle for the day, having some coffees and talking.
That's what that's what I'm saying. When do you think you'll be back down that way? You think you might be able to meet me up down there?
Probably, probably the first week of November sometime.
Okay. Well, we'll talk. We'll get our arrangements in order, and I just have a feeling the police are going to be involved this time, and I think that might have to happen. It's gonna happen, but yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, man.
I want
Hey,
to personally thank all the new people that have come on board, all the people that are holding him accountable through his words. His words. It's much appreciated. Thank you very much. we each have a different way of how we call Cecil out and how we fight him. I'm not going to tell somebody how to do something, but combined, our forces have made a difference, and I appreciate it.
Beautiful. And I'd like to thank everybody too, because when we're talking about strength and where we get our strength from, Cecil gets his from his gun. I was thinking when you were talking about that, brother, I truly, like, as far as YouTube goes, I get my strength from you guys, from the numbers, from the people that we've met in this community. Awesome people, man. Awesome people. So I thank you guys. I got over 600 subs now. I mean, that's freaking amazing. I mean, this message is getting out. That's a lot of people,
Oh
man,
yeah,
and I'm grateful.
and the Covington, Kentucky page has a ton of people from Covington, Kentucky. Look out the page, join the moderator of that page has allowed me to talk about this person because I have supplied him with the evidence to prove our case, and he says, yeah, you could talk about this because it's not slander. And 5 of those families have reached out to me, and 3 of them met up with us in Covington at the Walmart. So there you go.
That's right. That's right.
Big congrats to you on your 600, bro.
Thanks, man. Hey, we're just gonna keep pushing forward, man. But we're boots on the ground now, Cecil. So you better keep your eyes open. But all right, man. You want to say anything else, brother?
Well, as they said in Short Circuit, Cecil, the schnuckles kick your ass, the schnuckles kick your face, the schnuckles
Yeah.
kick your balls into outer space.
Beautiful. Yep. High
That's all
street.
I got,
He's
brother.
high in the street. Make sure you guys go check out Scooter Beggins' merch. He's got some great stuff. He's got the next one I want to get's Queen Tasty's shirt, but I haven't seen her recently either. So she's
Yeah, she
probably
been gone.
gone.
Check out Scooter. Check out Caparo. Check out
Yep.
Krusty.
Caparo.
What's it? Krusty Rabbit.
Yep. Yeah, I need to sub her
Uh,
up.
Order of Magnitude. Anybody else I forget, Caparo?
There's so many of us now. We're so strong.
Irish
Shire.
Stevo. He's not really uploading anymore, but he still has videos.
Yeah. Much love to
Let's
Irish
see. Order of
Stevo. He's an
Magnitude.
OG.
There's Daisy Bennings. If you want anything that's been cataloged and chronologized in a nice little playlist, Daisy Bennings is the right site to go to. And
She's probably
remember,
got
his
the best
confession
playlist.
video is uploadable to YouTube because it is owned by Irish Stevo and myself, and neither of us will strike you for uploading it.
That's right.
We will strike Cecil for uploading it though, just because he's a dick.
That's right. No Life Mike. That's another one.
No life, Mike, and much thanks to Random News.
Oh,
I wish I could give you more money. You do a lot of hard work on your videos. It's greatly appreciated. The amount of time and tediousness that you put into it to cover and provide the evidence and to back everything up with what you're saying. So kudos to you, sir.
for sure. And guys, this does affect the people that report on Cecil. I would be lying. Actually, I can only speak for myself. Sometimes it gets very mentally taxing dealing with him. He's hard to work with because he never makes any progress. He's very it's frustrating, It can weigh on you. There's Lyco.
Hey, Leco. All
Lyco,
right, much love, everybody.
we're just wrapping up here, Lyco. Um but I'd like to get you up on another stream because I have a couple more questions regarding Cecil. So I'm going to be getting with you, buddy.
All right, I'm heading off, brother. You be safe.
RV, thank you so much, man.
Always.
Send my love to the family.
Will do.
All right, you guys. I'll see you guys over at Scooter Beggins. Um, you guys have a good night. Thank you all for coming in. Make sure you check out Scooter's merch store while you're over there. He's got some of the best merch on the tubes. You all have a good night. Thanks for coming in.